What's up, fam? Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It with Reggie J. Well, fam, I have a question for the family today. And my question is, are we living in a time that the Bible speaks of? Are we living in peerless times? I look at what's going on in America today. Hey, man, people are walking around in fear. People are walking around stressed out. People don't know what to do. The government is putting in mandates and intimidation tactics to try to get everybody vaccinated. And I just got a question. Are we living in a time called the wrath of God? Because COVID-19 got everything thrown off in the world. But America, look, man, when they send our kids back to school and the COVID was like 4 times worse now than when it first came out and they shut everything down. See, the government not shutting down no more. Oh, no, they almost bankrupt. We're trillions of dollars in debt anyway because of the COVID. So this showed me something. You put our kids back into school to try to act like everything is normal, then you put in these mandates, and now, right now as I speak, children under 10 years old make up 33% of all COVID cases. These are our future. These are our babies. Right? I don't know if y'all know this, but only 48% of Americans are actually vaccinated. And over 55% of all white folks or Caucasians are not vaccinated. But yet you have the Attorney General of Texas. He comes out and says that African Americans are the problem why the variations in the Delta is spiking so. Wow, what a statement. The government has not sent out any clear instructions on what's the next move. Only thing they want everybody to take the vaccination. Now, you got just as many people who already been vaccinated that's getting the Delta variant. So I say, maybe this is the wrath of God. Huh? In the Bible, when God was displeased because the people was living in so much sin. God was sending out warnings. People didn't hear it. But if you can't make that Bible work for you today, you need to throw it away because it ain't nothing but a history book. But I know all of the religious scholars and theologians would agree that the Bible must be fulfilled. So that means that somewhere, if Genesis is the start of the world and Revelation is the end, we got to be somewhere in the middle of it. Never have, since I've been on this planet Earth, since I've been alive, have I ever seen what's going on now, going on in the world. COVID has had an effect all over the world. Huh? Government is fighting and dividing the country. They dividing who's ever vaccinated, whoever's not. Huh? The rich and the poor. African Americans against the Europeans. I don't even understand how the Attorney General could come out and say something like this when this is a national fact that 55% of white folks haven't got vaccinated. You know why they haven't got vaccinated? I'm gonna tell you. Most of them are the Trump supporters, and the real Republicans, they don't want the government telling them what to do. That's their bread and butter right there. They don't want government in their business. So when the government put out mandates, say, no, we ain't getting vaccinated. I'm looking on TV where they just said another variant came out. But Saturday, at them football games, I'm seeing them stadiums with 100,000 people in them and ain't nobody wearing masks. Something wrong with that picture. I don't go nowhere without my mask. And I don't go. I'm never gonna go to a crowd until I have a clear understanding of what's really going on. I'm not getting up on nobody. But I wonder if this is the wrath of God, and we're not looking at it from a spiritual aspect of it, huh? The government is trying to mandate everything. So many lawsuits going on from state to state, from federal courts, all because COVID-19. And it's a chemical. What I want y'all to do is a lady called, her name is called Dr. Parker. I think her name is Dr. Parker. But she's one of the top biochemical scientists in America. And she just spoke before Congress last week. Google her. Right? You know what she said? She said she had been studying COVID for 3 years before it got loose. See, they've been studying this. Huh? This is biochemical warfare. What you studying it for? They got it in the lab studying it. And she said she knows for a fact that no top scientist in America or in the world has been vaccinated, and they're not planning on getting vaccinated. And she said because they know what's in it, because they've been working on it, and they know what the effect is going to have 2-3 years down the line. Because they ain't did enough research, so they know what's in it. This lady is very interesting. You don't go before Congress and speak unless you're one of the top scientists. So they put this white guy here, and every time he's just a spokesperson that's pushing this. You know, what I'm saying is, get vaccinated if you want to. Everybody has their own choice. You know, but when you talking about this on the radio, you talking about this in the front page of every newspaper in America, on TV, on the internet. Hey man, that to me is intimidation. But why don't you be straightforward with the American people and have an intelligent conversation and tell us what's really happening? What was COVID for? How did it get released? Where did it happen from? We ain't doing none of this because it's so overbearing. People are just in panic. People are stressed out. People can't go to work. If you go to the hospital, you better be on your deathbed because there ain't no beds available right now because of COVID. Huh? I couldn't believe they sent our children back out in this without expecting for what's happening now to happen. So what they really did is this is called casualties of war. They're gonna sacrifice because guess what? We got to get this economy up and running again. We got to get back to normal, but only with God's permission. Hey man, we need to stay together because what I see is a bunch of divide and conquer. Huh? This is a good time for us to come together as a people because you know why? Now, what's really going on from a spiritual point of view, you have to make a decision. Who is your real God? If your foundation is shaky, you're going to give in. You're going to cave. But now, your foundation has to be solid. Huh? God, lead, God, direct me. Huh? Show me your path. Because the intimidation going to keep coming. They tend to come out with another booster shot. Now they're talking about, should we take this one? Should we not? But hey, that was just a thought. Is this the wrath of God? Hit me back next week. Leave your comment and let's talk about it. And don't forget to go to ReggieJ.com. That's ReggieJ.com. ReggieJay.com. And check out your latest song. Download your latest song. Until next time, thanks for another edition of Let's Talk About It with Reggie J.